Everyone, this is second and last episode of Boss and Employee One Shot. I hope you will like it. Showing me the envelope I accidentally left in here, I looked down at my feet. A letter of resignation, sir. My fingers tap accidentally against the bottom of my laptop. Looking down, look at me. He demands. He attempt to follow. I attempt to follow his direction, but similarly to last time, I didn't stick very long. He take a few long strides towards me, gripping my chin and forcing me to look at in his eyes. You are not allowed to quiet. You hear me? It is clearly a demand, but there is a hint of pleading behind it. Sir, with all due respect, I can't stay here. I'm at waiting, wanting the floor to open up and swallow me whole. I can't stay long with this dominance. And why is that? He asked, taking a step closer to me and tightening his grip on me. Never ever so slightly. I shake my head and the best I can while restraining, trying to tell him I don't want to say. The only way you are living is if I approve your resignation, and the only way I do that is if you convince me that I should let you go. I gulped as he walked past me towards the desk, slowly beginning to clean it. I muttered, receiving a sharp look from him in response, knowing I just need to get it over with. I say, forgive me for being blunt, but I have been here more times in the last 3 weeks, and every time the same problem, the same route to fix it. I have checked for virus. There are none to me. That is just sounds like someone I clear careful not to directly call him out, although there is no doubt it is implied. He's doing it manually. He hums, continuing to clearing his desk, putting files in cabinets, laptop in drawer. And why do you think that could be? He questioned, not looking at me. I don't know, sir. I lied. I have my suspicions, like I say with Bogum, but there is no way I would tell him that. He stays silent until his desk is completely clear, then sits in the chair and stares at me. Come here, Mr. Kim. I hesitate, approach to edge of the desk. Closer. He reached the other side. I wouldn't repeat myself again. Come here. I take a few steps closer, but when I get to reach him, he grabbed my wrist and dragged me right in front of him as he stands, pushing me against his desk and me with his body. I try to keep my thoughts and eyes off of his chest. I'm not convinced, he mutters. His raspy voice makes my stomach flip. Oh, okay, sorry. Can I leave, please? I whisper, although I am having difficulties formulating thoughts with his close proximity. Do I make you nervous, love? At this point, my brain has just shut down. I can't bring myself to say anything, open and close my mouth illogically, so I just look down at my freezing hands. What he just called me shocked me. At the point, I stopped thinking. Who do you think that man was? He asked, placing his hands on my laptop. I'm not sure. What am I supposed to say? Oh, your hookup? That's ridiculous. He mutters, mocking a thinking expression as he takes my things from my hand, setting my tools on the clear desk and my laptop in drawer with his own. That was my brother-in-law, Hyung's husband. He happens to work in tech as well, and when I told him about my little problem, he offered to help problem? I question, unable to hold back. Was I really wrong about there being a bug in his laptop, or does he mean like some other problem? Yes, Mr. Kim, the problem you. He states bluntly. I gripped the desk behind me with my now unoccupied hand. What on earth could I have possibly done? Me? I again breaking up as much as possible to the point where I practically sitting on his desk. He follows suit, taking a step closer to me, giving me no room to move. The first time really was an accident, I swear. He began trailing his fingers up and down on my right arm. I can barely compare it his words. But then, after the first time I couldn't get enough of you, I called my brother-in-law in hopes that he could help me figure out how to delete something further back so that you would stay longer. I heard your knock and asked if he would play along for me. Maybe get you a little jealous, yes. A hint if an accent I had never heard before began to peek out of him. He laughed softly, bringing his hand to my jaw, not gripping it at all, just placing it there. And Jin Hyung helped me by his superb acting, but I didn't expect you to just try to quit. My face turned more red than it was already, remembering my outburst or whatever it would be classified as. I was interested in you at first, but then the end just solidified my infatuation with you. Is it because not closing the door? Um I'm not sure what are you means. I lied. I'm good at that now or not. Given the fact that he smiled as soon as I said it, my breath hinges when he drops his hand just below my jaw on my throat, squeezing lightly. Your attitude has been coming out more and more. Love, lying, not following direction, rushing through your work. He tasked, leaning close enough that I could kiss him if I only move a centimeter or so. I failed to keep my eyes off of his lips despite my best attempt to look anywhere else. Do you want to kiss me, love? He whispers, his lips barely brushing against mine. His husky voice sent a shiver through me and make my stomach flop. Yeah, I say more education, unsure if this is a trick or not. You are not sure. He pulls back slightly with a frown on his face. I panic when he goes to take his hand off of my throat. One of my hands goes to his, while the other reaches around his neck and pull him to me. He lets out a squeak of surprise, but before he can respond to my awkward kiss, I pull back. I'm sorry. He smiled brightly, leaning in quickly to pick me. You are cute, he states, matter of fact, especially when your cheeks are all red and you are getting Vinny cause you want my hands wrapped around your pretty little neck. I have no doubt that my face was as red as cherry. Please, I whisper, whimper, not knowing exactly what I want, just something to reveal that overwhelming edge he caused. Nobody has ever made me feel this feeling. What do you want? He asked softly, tempting me with a kiss once more. a case, something more, or a punishment. Perhaps he suggested. As much as I hate to admit it, my mind is stuck on the punishment. I don't know, I muttered pathetically. I muttered pathetically. Sounds like you are not ready for this. Are you, love? He taunted. He taunts, losing his grip on my neck once more. No, please, punish me however you see it fit. I whimper, once again stopping his hand from leaving. I never thought I would love to be around him like this. He clenches, softly leaning, mm, letting go anyways and taking a step away. Let's start now, he demands, once again losing most of the emotion in his voice. I hesitantly to complete his order. You're getting nervous, love. I blush at his words and look down, but doesn't respond. I kneel in front of a chair, staring at him in confusion. He gets up from his seat and picks me up in his arm. We need to go to bathroom. Natha's POV. After 30 minutes showering in the bathroom, Nathe was sleeping peacefully in his CEO boss cabin sofa, and Jungkook was working on his laptop while looking at his love and smiling like crazy. So this is end of this beautiful one shot. I hope you will love it, and whatever you feel about this you can tell me in the comment section, and please do follow and like my channel. Bye.